What's up everyone, welcome to His Avenue. Happy New Year's, by the way. I think this is my first video of this year. I want to say thank you for everyone that has watched us in 2018, and I hope you guys are excited to see what's to come in 2019. We have a lot of things coming up, a lot of cool events we want to record, a lot of cool segments, and I hopefully some good reviews for you guys. Alright, so today I want to start it off with Henry Cavill, Superman, the Man of Steel, the man that we all want to come back as Superman. So basically, he went on Instagram. If you guys haven't seen it, he went on Instagram and he posted a picture of him in, I'm assuming this is his swimming pool. Like half of his face is in the water and he's holding up a fork pretending it's the trident. And he's pretty much giving a shout out to Jason Momoa because he just watched Aquaman. I mean, it's almost a month since it's been out. But I mean, at least he watched it, right? And he basically said, channeling the man of the hour, the man of big hugs, big laughs, and big pints of Guinness, my man, Jason Momoa. I love that so much because this post itself, it shows that they had a bond throughout their filming, and I think it's really cool that they all still keep in touch. Especially after the fact, you know, it's been a year already since Justice League has come out, and or more than a year since it's come out, and they still have this relationship with each other and this bond that they all experience together because of this huge franchise that they're a part of. And I think that is great. You know, a lot of these other movies, these actors, after they leave a movie, I mean, they hardly ever talk about their previous, you know, cast or ever hang out with them. And the fact that, you know, Henry Cavill is going to do this Netflix series that's coming up, and I'm sure I don't know if he's already filming or whatnot, but you know, he's probably already meeting these other cast members, and it's cool that he's doing a little callback from his previous films or his previous work to Jason Momoa, and I think that's really cool. It's sad that we may not ever see him as Superman in the future. Well, I'm definitely crossing my fingers, but I do hope that we see him in Shazam. I mean, there was that one photo back then, I think I posted about it more than a year ago, and it was a photo of Henry Cavill. It was a very dark photo of a behind the scenes photo of a shadow. It was a silhouette. It was a silhouette photo of Henry Cavill in a robe, so you can't really see what he's wearing. It's purely dark. And it was behind the scenes shots of Shazam. I'm not sure where that came from, but you know, there's a lot of other news stories that saying that he is not having a cameo in this movie in Shazam, so I don't know what to believe. So that's going to be my segue into this next story, because this Reddit user recently said that he just watched the early screening of Shazam, and it's quote-unquote the next best DC film next to the Nolan trilogy. Nolan trilogy is no joke. I mean, the whole story arc was I think it was a masterpiece. And you know, from the character development to, you know, from Joker to casting Christian Bale as Batman, and what it means to be Batman, and all these themes that he was playing with, and all, you know, it was all set in the real world, and it was just amazing. And the fact that this user is saying that, you know, Shazam is on par, I don't think he's necessarily saying that, you know, it's as dark or it's as serious as the Dark Knight trilogy. I mean, yeah, it's probably has that serious aspect or element to it because it's based off of the Jeff Johns series, but I think it's going to be the same quality of film. I think the tone in this movie fits the character. You know, they're saying it's a very light-hearted film because obviously it's a kid turning into an adult and he's just having fun with it. But also, I think it's also the themes it's hitting. You know, it's gonna have a strong family theme. It's gonna touch on real life issues such as, you know, real life experience as a foster child and what they go through. And then, you know, you're also playing with orphanage and what kids go through and all this other aspect, and as well as, you know, you throw in a villain in there. You throw in a villain that is not two-dimensional, that's three-dimensional, that has a really great motivation towards it. I don't know how the film's gonna, I don't know what the film's approach for Dr. Savannah, but he looks kind of villainousy. I mean, he looks pretty unbelievable, but I mean, it's Mark Strong. Mark Strong is a great actor. I thought he did great as Sinestro and Green Lantern. So this is basically Mark Strong, like, redemption. So his second chance at a superhero film. So I think that aspect, I really hope they do him justice. And I really hope they bring in Black Adam in this movie, or at least allude to him, or if not, have a cameo at the very end of the movie, because you can't have a Shazam movie without Black Adam. It's basically having Green Lantern without the Sinestro Corp. Like, it's gonna, like, you have to put it in there. That's why they put Black Manta and Orm in the Aquaman movie, because you just can't have an Aquaman movie without those two. It just wouldn't feel right. So I think this movie has quality. I think David F. Sandberg can definitely put his money where his mouth is. I feel like David F. Sandberg understands the tone of this movie, so I think he got that right, and I think he's gonna get the lightheartedness, the humor, the serious tone of it, and I think this movie is gonna be a lot serious than people expect. It's definitely gonna be more serious than Aquaman was, and I think the fact that they're using the Jeff Johns series, or the Jeff Johns books for Shazam, I think it's going to touch on real issues, and I think that's what's going to bring it home. Anything that we can connect with, anything that makes us bring in that emotional value, I think that really makes a movie great, and I think this movie has that. I mean, a lot is riding on this movie because Aquaman was a success, and for DC to show that they could do this more than one time in a row, man, I think they're gonna do it. I mean, I feel like David F. Sandberg has a lot of creative decisions with this movie, so I think it's gonna be all good, especially since Walter Hamada's looking at it. I think it's gonna be fine, and I don't think it's gonna be a Nolan movie. I think it's just gonna be a really great movie. That's all I'm gonna say. So, how do you guys feel about this quote? Do you guys believe him? Do you guys think it's even gonna be near the quality of a Nolan movie? Let me know in the comments below. Like this video, subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.